Danny Ferry is being considered to potentially come back to the Atlanta Hawks organization to be a GM or president of basketball operations, whichever one they bring him back as. So let's go, guys. What do you guys think?
We kind of got two reactions from listeners when we brought it up today. One was that he was the architect of the 60-win team, hired Bud, signed Millsap, signed Damari Carroll, drafted Dennis Schroeder, who was a nice piece of that team. Like, you know, in his 2 years as Hawks GM, there's a lot of positives to talk about. The other side of it was what you brought up before the show too, and I brought it up when we got the news, was kind of a messy end, you know?
Very messy.
Kind of a messy end. And, you know, people don't remember the details specifically. One of the owners of the team at the time, because it was a lot of owners, it was a big co-ownership, whatever. One of the owners of the team at the time had recorded a meeting where Danny Ferry read a scouting report. If I remember correctly, it was Luol Deng. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say what he said, but,
yeah.
You know, he said some, you know, had an inappropriate line in there about Luol Deng. And now he didn't write it. His dad did. His dad was the guy that wrote the scouting report, but Danny Ferry read it. They had it on tape. Ultimately, that after an investigation and all kinds of stuff, whatever, led to him leaving the franchise. And so that's not how you want to be remembered.
The debate he and I have is he said it should have never gotten out past ownership. And my thing is, hey, we all held accountable for the things we say.
And let me say
it just is what it is.
Let me say this. We've all been around people that we felt comfortable with and said some things that we weren't supposed to say. I remember at Walmart being with my old manager, David Baskin, which was a white guy from Arkansas. And we had some conversations that we shouldn't have had. That if people would have heard them, you know, we would have been looked at crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, hey, what you said, Danny Ferry, that wasn't right. I don't agree with that. But what I don't agree with also is, hey, how you working for an organization and they're trying to sabotage what you're doing and you're doing right? This was something that was a beef between two owners because one owner hired Danny Ferry and the other one, whatever the frick he was doing, was trying to sabotage what the other owner was doing. And that wasn't right. That's what I'm saying.
Here's why it's interesting, because that's the reaction, right? Like, you're hiring a guy to be the president of basketball operations, and two Hawks fans that care about the team have these are the two reactions to that potential hire. That's a tough look. Like, now that doesn't mean that you can't hire him because of that, but like, they got to know as an organization, if that's the name they call as president of basketball operations. I don't know if it's going to be 50-50. I don't know what the split is. But I know when we talked about it on the air, those are the two strongest reactions we got.
Andy.